persons see you and they think that you're so strong and that you can handle anything and all they say, but it really has taken a toll on my family. So I'm seeking this session both for my family and I, so that we can feel a little more comfortable to speak about the matter. I really don't. I have not read any of the comments, but of course you can't get away from it, because persons will call you and persons will say, well, I know that you're not that type of person, but yet I've heard this and I've heard that, or I've read this and I've read that. That is something that you can't hide from, because it's out there and somebody will say to you they've heard it. But how psychologically, even though you're saying, I'm not going to let it bother me, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with that? How do your relatives deal with it? So I thought that we really needed a counseling, so we're going to be seeking some. Well, it is in place, it's just a matter of how soon we become.
That's just one more question. I know that as a nurse, the reality of your job would be unknown to a lot of people in the public. What message would you like to send to the public?
If there's one thing I would say to the public, is that you should remember that yes, we're nurses, but first and foremost, we are human beings. And you must remember that the same way that you want to be treated, we want to be treated as well. And nobody is perfect, I understand that, but I also understand that respect is something that you should always give someone. I don't regret being a nurse. I think if I had to do it all over again, I will, or I would. But it is sad that throughout my full tenure as a nurse, that I'm going home in the next couple of months with this overshadowing all the good that I would have done for all those years. It's sad, and that really, really, really takes a toll on me at times, when I have to be thinking, I did all of this. I've lived overseas for 9 years, did nursing overseas for 9 years. And I'll say to you, I know that times are changing and people are changing and persons are more angry and all that. But I worked overseas for 9 years and I've never ever had, not so much disrespect, but persons not understanding and appreciating the things you do for them as a healthcare provider. It really, when I came back to Barbados to give of my best as a nurse, it was a stark reality. I've been working overseas and I've had where persons really appreciated what you did as a nurse, but you're back here and persons are thinking they are so entitled that they can do how they feel like doing, and it's fine. And that is something I have a problem with. The thing is that persons, because you're the person that wouldn't, for want of a better, reward bad behavior, you're deemed as being unmannerly. I don't reward bad behavior. I don't. I go beyond, above and beyond, but bad behavior is something that I will not reward.